This is Halftime with the Playmakers, your midweek partner with the live show, The Playmakers, that airs on WANM-FM 90.5 from 12:30 to 2 p.m. on Saturday. It's the one and only Jeffrey Hood Jr. repping the DMV and Atlanta area. We have a lot of great topics for you guys today, but to help me with these topics, I have some amazing guys in the studio with me.
Yes, sir. Slim Trim in the cut. Michael Trim Jr.
Iverson. What up, y'all? The boy from Nashville, Cashville, Tennessee. The last line of defense. What's up? It's Austin Kaysen.
What? What's going on, y'all? It's your boy T3, 3T, Houdini. You know, I go by multitude of names, but you can just call me Tristan. What's going on, y'all?
It's great to have you back.
2 times in a row?
Yeah, great to have you back, man. Well, let's hop in some FAMU baseball real quick, fellas. Now, they are 12-16 on the season, 7-2 in conference play. I just want your thoughts so far on the season. They're just a tad bit below 500, but they're looking to go on the right track. So what you guys' thoughts?
They've been beating the brakes off of Jackson State lately.
I saw that was bad.
Yeah, it was bad. Well, I think they'll do their thing in the SWAC, but it's just when they play these, big D1 schools. We'll see how they finish out the season. I like what I'm seeing so far, though.
Yeah. Like with a lot of other FAMU sports, I don't really think the out-of-conference schedule really matters too much because we kind of expect to take some losses there. But, 7-2 to start conference play, that's very good because, you don't really expect to win every game in baseball because, that's just how things go sometimes. Maybe, you're hitting the ball, but it's just going right to people. So 7-2 in conference play, that's a good start. I expect to see that only, continue and grow to go in our positive way. But, yeah, I'd say it's having a good start to the season so far.
Yeah, just to piggyback off of Tristan and Austin, 7-2 is a fantastic start for conference play. They did have 2 bad losses earlier on in the season against Troy and then against Eastern Illinois, I believe.
Talking about Ball State?
Ball State, yeah.
Yeah, the first game was bad.
Yeah, that was
2-10.
Tough game right there, but they've picked it back up, beating Alabama A&M, put up 15 runs, 13 runs, and then 11 runs. Lost to South Florida. Tough series against Bethune.
This man go over their whole schedule, ain't it?
I'm just, reviewing the schedule.
Just reviewing the schedule. I mean, and we look ahead schedule. They play University of Florida, then they go on their Alabama State series, and then they have a 1 game with Mercer, and then back to SWAC play with Mississippi Valley State.
Yeah, I'm not really stressed about this. The rest of the schedule, I think we're gonna probably only lose about 5 more games. That's just my prediction.
I think it's a great possibility that we end up back in the playoffs. What's the
in the tournament?
Yeah, the tournament.
Yeah.
I'll be forgetting the name of the tournament.
Talking about NCAA or SWAC? Which one?
NCAA.
We'll be in the SWAC.
Absolutely.
Oh, so
I think we'll win the SWAC.
I think we're gonna win the SWAC.
Yeah, I think we're gonna
too.
double up and win the SWAC.
Over Southern?
Yeah.
Yes.
They
did just beat LSU.
Yeah, they just beat LSU.
But like I said, baseball is kind of
it's an up and down. Whoever's high.
It's a lot of chance in baseball, you know what I'm saying? I think that's a good win for Southern, but at the same time, I still think that we have a great chance to win the
Wait,
SWAC.
Southern won the series or won?
They won a game.
Oh.
Hey, a win is a win, though. You
win is a win.
can't really take that away from them, though. I mean, they're being a Power 5 school.
Especially LSU.
Let alone they had a great run last year. You really can't just.
No, they did lose a lot of
dismiss
guys
that.
to the draft,
Is
but
LSU baseball like really good?
it was really good last year. I'm not sure about.
It's usually like Florida, like them SEC schools. They're like Florida. You might get some Alabama, North Carolina. A lot of schools like that are really good in baseball. That's really
Vanderbilt.
known
I
for
heard
it.
FSU is pretty good.
Yes, Vanderbilt. Yeah, I give you credit there.
Like, are you a Vanderbilt fan or you an Alabama fan? Which one?
That's what I'm saying. I'd be confused.
Here's my thing. Thing about Vanderbilt is like
I don't want to.
You support certain sports, right?
no, I support Vanderbilt in every sport. It's just not a lot of talk about in most sports.
That's real. I understand. I ain't mad at you. You right about that.
Yeah, I mean,
Imagine waking up being a Vanderbilt fan.
if you see Vanderbilt playing like any other SEC team, you probably gonna root for Vanderbilt because why not?
I can give you a bunch of reasons why not.
Why?
First of all, y'all mascot is a Commodore.
What does that, bro?
That's
you
a
don't
reason off rip to not.
You
like
should root
them.
for Vanderbilt just because you're not threatened by them.
No,
Okay. Well,
that's a homecoming game.
Anyways,
that's what I'm saying. Like, if your team not playing, then why not?
For sure, I get what you're saying. I guess.
we're gonna hop into some softball now. FAMU softball now. They're 14-15 on season as well. They're 10-2 in conference play, which is very well. Just what's your thoughts on their season so far as a whole?
They look like they having fun.
No, I literally see
for
everybody.
real.
They're having fun.
Like every time I see them on Instagram, it look like they having fun. So you wouldn't be able to tell that their record is 14-15, but because they really only post about the wins, so I don't blame them. But even when I see them, they just look like they having fun. So if they having fun, I'm having fun. I'm gonna go check them out a couple of times this year.
Yeah, and they're 14-15.
Yeah.
After losing their first 11.
So they started off on 11.
Yeah.
That's actually sick.
Yeah.
But that's not bad though.
And
That's what I'm saying.
They were like
they're-
all out of conference games.
They were.
Yeah.
And to a lot of pretty big schools too. But that just goes to show that since those losses, I mean, they've been playing really good ball.
I mean, it kind of attests to their just character and their team overall. Just they're not fazed by a horrible start. They can really get hot.
Absolutely.
Get hot.
Because I mean, a lot of teams you start 0-11, it's like, oh man,
It's like, all right, then what we playing for? We playing for pride at this point.
At this point, yeah.
What about you, Mike?
I think this goes for both of the teams, but I don't think our teams. Well, this goes for all FAMU teams, really. I don't think we're really worried about out of conference play. I think it's more so the in conference play and then winning the SWAC tournament for each respective sport, because obviously the Rattlers aren't winning March Madness, the basketball team, the women and men's basketball team at least, and then the baseball tournament. But yeah, they're not winning that either. But winning the conference, I think that's really the goal at the beginning of each season.
I think they could really single-handedly be one of the schools that only can win both
Conference and
both.
baseball or softball?
Both. Like baseball and softball can be the only teams here at FAMU that can really sweep the conference. I don't think this upcoming football year it's gonna be hard for us to really make a clean sweep and really like still control dominance. Women's basketball, there's a chance. There's a great chance for women's basketball. Men's basketball, we don't know yet because we don't have a head coach. Let alone do we know the players are gonna stay or not. Moving along, keeping along women's sports now. Just last night, the Elite Eight took place where Juju Watkins and Paige Buckner faced off, and you had Angel Reese versus Caitlin Clark faced off as well. Fellas, what are the thoughts? When watching that game, what were you saying? Just what were the thoughts?
They need to get Van Liff off of Caitlin Clark.
Oh my God. Bro, she's a cone.
First of all, you can't. I'm sorry, and I said this like multiple times watching the game, and no racism intended. But you can't have a white girl guarding that white girl. It's just not. It's basically like Larry Bird saying, "I felt defended when a white person guarded
for real.
If you think about it though, Haley Van Liff didn't make that much of an impact
at all.
Team. And if I want to compare it to a team on the men's side, I would say Grant Nelson before he really took off in the tournament. As far as a good impact, y'all expected high hopes from Grant Nelson, right?
Yeah.
I didn't expect.
Right? Yes. No.
I didn't even know who Grant Nelson was.
No. Yes or no?
Yes.
Before the season started,
we definitely did.
He didn't pan out really until the tournament play kicked
him to be the next coming.
But here's the thing about Grant Nelson. Grant Nelson, his impact on the Alabama team didn't show up in points per game, but I feel like it definitely showed up in his defense, especially in blocks, rebounds.
Yeah.
He held it down on this
overall
side.
standpoint. Y'all expected a bigger impact than what it was.
Probably, especially scoring.
Yeah. But again, like I said, I didn't expect him to be the next coming. I thought this year was going to be a drop-off year because we lost a lot of people in the draft and we lost a lot of transfers. So when you look back, you had Mark Sears coming. You had a lot of unproven pieces on the team. You had Rylan Griffin coming back, and then you had Grant Nelson, and you had, I keep forgetting his name, but the
Pringle.
other guard. No, not Pringle.
Estrada.
You had him coming through the transfer portal. A lot of unproven pieces. You had Grant Nelson, but even then, like I said, I thought we was going to be a little thin. I didn't think we was going to be as deep as what we were last year. I thought, I thought Grant Nelson was going to be a good addition, but I knew we weren't going to be as good as what we were last year, and it showed because we were very inconsistent and we lost to teams we probably shouldn't have lost to.
Absolutely. Yeah, but just get back on topic though. She had 6 points per game in the tournament. 6 points. That's terrible.
I don't think she was a good fit for LSU.
I don't either. I think that, especially, that's just a really crowded team. That's a lot of...
Not even that, but it's just, what exactly are you bringing to the team that they didn't already have? Because Reese got to get her shots. Flage got to get her shots.
Absolutely.
So...
that freshman they brought in.
You weren't going to come in and be the first or second option. When she was in Louisville, she was the first option. Easily. And they still lost to Caitlin Clark. Like, I think she still dropped like 30 on them last year.
No, they won the championship last year.
No, I'm talking about when she
talking about Haley Van Liff in Louisville.
Oh.
Yeah, when Caitlin Clark played them in, I want to say the Elite Eight, if I'm not mistaken, she still dropped a 30 ball on their head.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know if Moki watched any tape, but you were not going to guard Caitlin Clark one-on-one and stop her. No one in the country is going to guard Caitlin Clark one-on-one and stop her.
Absolutely.
Then they put Poe on her, fresh off the bench.
Yeah.
Her legs were shaking. Under the ball screen, scoop, bucket. It was bad. I mean, she dropped 41 on them, shot 45% from 3.
So I got a question for you.
Yeah.
Do y'all think the Angel Reese injury played a factor into that game?
No,
it didn't.
No, because I feel like Iowa punched them in the mouth starting the first quarter instantly. And I think that set the tone right there. And it was just some fact that once Caitlin gives the ball up, I don't know why I didn't understand she doesn't touch the ball again. Like when she passes it up, you face guard her, you press up on her. She doesn't touch the ball. Every time she passed it, she got the ball right back. I didn't understand that.
I think the game plan was just screwed. I think when they went on the run, I think Moki got the big head. But again, like I said about Alabama before they played UNC, you can never count a team full of shooters. And especially with that specific shooter, you never know what's going to get hot. And unfortunately, she got hot in the third quarter and she just never looked back.
Yeah, and kind of like Tristan said, like there's not a single person in women's college basketball that can stay in front of her one-on-one. So I'm surprised they didn't. I mean, they sent
you can't double because I mean, let alone they have some decent shooters that you can't.
They have some good shooters, but they weren't really hitting, especially in the first half.
No, for sure. Second half,
they were missing a whole lot of wide open shots, and that's why I kind of was looking at the game at halftime, or not even halftime, really just in the first half, and they were down I think 11 at one point, maybe even more more. And I was just like, man, like they're doing this and they're shooting the ball awfully. LSU's shooting the ball phenomenally. If something switches, LSU might be cooked. And I mean, that's what happened.
So then let me ask you this before we move to the next game. Who you have?
I got UConn.
UConn or Iowa?
I think UConn is better suited to play against Iowa because they have somebody that can go bucket for bucket.
Yeah, Paige, she was like that.
But also, I think you gotta have a better defensive game plan to stop Caitlin. You're not gonna stop her.
But just slow her down.
Yeah,
just slow her down as far as
I think what LSU went wrong. You can't have Caitlin Clark scoring 40 and then have him this player score 15, this player score 10, this player score 10. Like you gotta make a decision. You either go make Caitlin Clark beat you by herself or make the team beat you. But it can't be both. And they just lost a lot on transition. They got lost a lot on when they were moving the ball. Because it's not like Caitlin just did it by scoring. She was dishing them out. She had 12 assists.
That's true.
And then I want to get in here and say something else.
Yeah.
So people forget Paige Beckers. She won National Player of the Year as a freshman. Missed 2 years with basketball. Missed 1 year. And then she put like half the year, her third year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then
but she was like that in high school. That's how I found out about it.
Yeah, that's exactly. She was tough in high school, and she was obviously ranked higher than Caitlin Clark. I think they came in the same year, I believe.
They all came in the same year.
But you know what's crazy? She said a presser that Caitlin Clark never got recruited by UConn at all.
Mm-hmm. She wanted to go there
at all.
I guess because if you look at it, both her and Paige are ball dominant, and I don't think anybody expected Caitlin to be what she is today. Yeah. So if you look at it back then, if you got Paige, and I think UConn was pretty deep that year too. You don't need Paige and Caitlin.
Gino brought Paige in pretty much at the end of like their crazy run where they won probably the year after that 100 some game win streak ended. But I don't think, or would you guys say that that's like Gino went wrong there, or
not even?
I don't
think Gino went wrong because imagine Paige didn't get injured. Right. I think she would have that big of an impact as Caitlin Clark, or even better.
I think so too, and I even forgot that too. I forgot Paige was out all last year, but even then, Paige's first year when they made it to the championship, when nobody beat South Carolina, it don't matter who they had on their team. South Carolina,
that was Team USA.
Bulldozed everybody. Yeah. So even this year, ain't nobody beating South Carolina.
I don't think so either.
So you don't think so?
I don't think so.
Let's talk about the USC-UConn game where USC lost 73-80. Just thoughts on that game?
I think that Paige Beckers and Aaliyah Edwards combination is just going to makes them a tough out. You got a great forward and a great guard. The other girls on the team kind of know their role. Don't try to do too much, but they know that when they get the ball and they're open, they're making shots. They shot 47% from three. It was only on 15 attempts, but at the same time, Paige has a nice mid-range game. Like I said, the forward dominant inside. They're going to get good shots. So, I don't know. They're going to be a tough out.
I think that was Paige reminding everybody who she was.
Absolutely.
And, she was the highly touted player coming out of high school.
Yeah.
But I do think also Juju is a great player.
She's very
inefficient. She's very inefficient. She takes a lot of shots.
A lot of shots.
And I understand in the predicament she's in, she doesn't have
she's like Carmelo Anthony back in Syracuse that Dane posted about.
She doesn't have the players that Paige has around her. And even Caitlin, even the players around Caitlin, they know their role and they play it well. It's kind of Juju and everybody else. Everybody feed off Juju, but if Juju's not having the best game, then it's kind of now I did hear they said on the broadcast they have the number 1 recruiting class coming in next year.
USC?
Yeah.
And
I think that's big.
Here's what I want to see from Juju next year. Obviously, her role is not going to change. She's going to be,
she's still going to be jacking up 30
she's
game.
She kind of has to, though.
But my thing is, if she can get to the point where she's able to use her magnetism as an offensive scorer and creator to get her teammates involved, like you said, they're going to have the number 1 recruiting class coming in, so they're going to have a lot of talent around her next year. If she can use that to make her teammates better instead of just kind of chucking up shots, she'll go from, like Dame said,
a Caitlin Clark type of
yeah.
I
mean, kind of, yeah. It'll take her from more of a, Carmelo Anthony to maybe a LeBron.
I think the biggest thing is that even with the deficiencies in USC's team, they still lost by 7 points, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
And on top of that, UConn was trying to get their game away. They missed 7 straight free throws.
Yeah.
And if USC had one more just bona fide, and I know there's another girl on the team that scored 20, but you'll live with that 20 every time. If they had another just bona fide score, or even they had someone with some legitimate height, USC would have won that game easily. They're not a bad team. I'm not trying to discredit anybody else on that team, but realistically, you're not worried about anybody else on USC beating you except for Juju.
Absolutely.
UConn's also missing Azzy Fudd. She got hurt earlier on in the year.
Yeah, they missing like 5 players.
Yeah.
Speaking of UConn, let's talk about the men's basketball Elite Eight game now. Illinois fan talk.
Yeah.
Defense, 30-0 run. You can't defend that.
Yeah, I rebuke every one of them.
30-0 is
30-0 is
crazy.
insane. You can't get it. Hold on, bro. You can't draw a foul. You can't get an open layup. You can't get a steal and a run out in the open. I mean, yeah, that's kind of inexcusable. But after watching that, I don't know who's beating UConn. I pray.
Your glorious king, Terrence Shannon, had 8 points. You know that, right?
Yeah, bro. It was
2 for 12.
It was bad, man.
That's tough.
I don't know.
I think that says a lot more about UConn, though.
I do too.
Yeah, no, it does.
I do too.
30-0 run. You got, mind you, there's not no big 5-star unless you want to count Donovan Klingen or
He was a
Stephon
high
Castle.
4-star.
UConn is deep though.
He wasn't a 5-star?
No.
He should have been, though.
If you want to count, like I said, if you want to count those two, sure. But it's not like a bona fide star on that team. Everybody contributes at a high level. So,
But they set their offense around Klingen, though.
for sure. That's the
think-
reason why.
Like I said last week, it's UConn and everyone else. The only
For
way
sure.
UConn is losing is if they beat themselves.
Or if they just get
themselves.
I mean, they only shot 3 of 17 from 3. So if they do that against Alabama and Alabama comes out on a burner,
They play so well that they don't
need to make threes, huh?
Yeah.
They don't. Yeah, that's true. That's a
well-oiled machine.
nah, for sure.
Question.
What's up?
Are we all hoping for, Edie versus Klingen?
It don't really matter. I'm not
we
really
hoping
looking
for
forward
that?
to that
Yeah,
matchup.
that will-
Why would you hope for that?
Because that's a good matchup.
One has a bag versus one doesn't. I'm not trying to watch
I want Burns to go
Who
ahead.
got a bag?
Klingen?
This man does not.
Bro, you're
like
an idiot. Bro, what does he have to do?
Bro, he dropped.
What does he have to
He had a
do?
40 ball
Hold on,
against
hold on.
his guy.
He had the best game in his college career, bro.
He had a 40 ball against his guy.
Shut up.
When it mattered most.
He shut up people like you, Jeff, who
He ain't shut me. I'm still talking.
Hey, 40,
I'm still
40 and
talking.
16.
He's gonna mess around and win the
Head to head. Second win of the year against DK.
That's his boy.
He gonna mess around and win the national.
Now, Connect did have a cool 37.
Exactly.
He's tough.
Exactly. Let's talk about that game.
He's gonna
Dalton
go
Connect, he's going lottery.
So is Edie.
I don't know about, bro. I mean, in the
come
fact,
on.
no.
Now when
Here's my
people
thing.
say that, it's like, come on,
Bro,
man.
it's broken, bro. Because Zach Edey should be a lottery.
He's gonna go
He's
lottery.
not going to go lottery.
Yes, he
But-
And why should he go lottery? Let me ask you why. Why should he go lottery?
The footwork. Like,
Thank you.
Okay.
Like Tristan said,
okay.
walking double. His footwork is probably
immaculate.
Top.
Stop,
It's top
stop,
something.
stop. You're stuttering.
Just
You're stuttering. No, stop, stop.
Here's the ones. Wait. Just know it's top something. Back-to-back player of the year. National player of the year. My fault. I gotta put the national in front of it. Also, 7'4", bro. Like, bro, we see.
You can't coach 7'4".
You can't teach how. You see what Wemby's doing right now.
You don't compare him to Wemby. Oh, don't do that. Oh, don't do that.
You don't think a team's gonna take a chance on him just because of what they're seeing from Wemby?
Nah, bro. He's
No,
not. No.
because he
Mike.
doesn't have no bag like
Mike,
that.
he's not.
You're
Mike,
stressing
Wemby,
that.
yeah.
He doesn't have no bag like that.
Let's relax. Let's
You can
relax.
develop a bag, bro. You can't.
No, not like
You
that.
can't
Not
develop
like
Mike.
that.
Not a Wemby bag, brother.
Mike, stop. Mike, stop. But
think-
here's my thing.
He doesn't even compare to he doesn't even compare to Bowl as far as offensive bag.
He could come in right now and be more impactful than Bobo.
Absolutely.
And you know that.
Defensively, yeah, defensively.
Okay,
Offensively and
Here's my
defensively.
thing. Here's my thing about Zach Edey.
Come on, Jack.
Go ahead.
Zach Edey, it's a plethora of centers in the NBA that we can name right now that Zach
Jakob
Edey
Poeltl.
Immediately better than. No, that's what I'm saying.
Like, I compare him to Jakob Poeltl,
Okay, cool,
bro.
cool.
You can go and do
but
what
like I'm
DeAndre
saying,
Ayton doing right
like
now.
I'm saying, I think
Listen. What's DeAndre comparing him to? Because DeAndre before he fell
DeAndre
off.
Ayton, bro.
Look,
just DeAndre
Look,
Ayton.
Before he
here's the
fell
thing.
off,
Here's the thing, and that's why I don't think he's going to be a lottery pick, but I think he should definitely be a late first round pick because he's going to be at minimum he should be, if given the chance, he will be a solid NBA center for years to come.
Solid starter, solid back.
He can be a solid center.
He ain't no starter.
He could be.
You're right.
Look, and here's the thing about Zach
Zubac
Edey.
is.
Here's the thing. Hey,
Zubac is good. Whoa.
Zach Edey can do what Zubac does.
Whoa.
Zach not.
He can literally
And
do
here's the
what
thing.
Zubac
Here's what I like about Zach Edey.
Conversation.
Here's what and everybody talks about. Oh, Zach Edey has no upside or no
He
potential.
doesn't.
or
He
anything.
He have a better career than your
Hey.
boy Kessler.
For sure.
Whoa. Kessler was
I
stagnant
don't
this
know.
year. I
Hold
will
on.
say Kessler was stagnant this year, but he does not have a higher ceiling.
Let me
than
talk to you
Kessler.
about something that.
Respectfully.
Let me talk to you about something that Zach Edey has shown that Walker Kessler is not.
What?
Zach Edey might be a solid pick and pop option at one if he could develop.
So Walker
see the
Kessler
way-
wasn't doing that at Auburn, let alone UNC when he barely played.
Is he doing it now?
And he showed it.
He's not doing anything
And he
now.
showed it his first year.
Do you not see?
He showed it his first year.
Zach Edey is a terrific free throw shooter at 7'4".
Pick and pop is the 3, sir.
That's cool. I'm not saying right
no.
now when he comes in. I'm saying maybe give him 2-3 years. He could be pick, step out 3.
And how many?
Step out mid range.
And how long you think these GMs gonna wait for that? Because it's a business.
You don't think nobody gonna wait 2-3 years?
And it's a
contract.
business.
You can put him on the Rockets.
No, we don't need
Jeff,
him.
stop, Jeff.
We don't need him.
Put him on the Hornets. Put him on the Hornets.
So Jeff, you'd
don't
rather
need
have
him.
Jock Landale.
Yes, right now.
Stop.
Jock Lando's playing great right now. Y'all need him if anything. Y'all need him.
I'll take him.
Y'all need him.
I'll take him.
You talking about the Rockets? No, y'all need him.
Who's y'all? Oh,
The Grizzlies, yeah. And they need him.
Bro, if he drop the Lakers to pick him up right now, he'll come in
For sure.
averaging 10
For
and
sure.
12.
Give AD about 10-12
Like,
minutes of rest. Cool.
we don't need him to come in and like be an all-star. Give me 10 and 12.
Cool.
10 and 12?
Beautiful.
He's gonna do that as a rookie.
That's what I'm saying. That's beautiful.
You
That's a
can
rookie
do
year.
10-12.
If he get drafted to the
That's
right
all
situation,
rookie numbers. He's averaging a double-double.
Bro, just look at it, bro.
Bro.
He has no bag.
He has no bag, Jeff, but at the same time, he's putting up 40 and 16 on the people who you want to go in the
You know
lottery.
who else
He
they
has
said
no
didn't have no
bag,
bag?
bro.
They said Giannis didn't have no bag. He won an MVP.
I didn't hear that.
No, everybody said Giannis.
I didn't hear that.
Like, you're just acting like he's straight up Taco Fall. You're acting like he's...
I mean, let me remember. Let me
Stop,
If
Jeff.
basketball was... No, Jeff.
let me run.
Jeff,
Let me
if
run
basketball...
you these big mans, and you tell me who you taking over him. Okay?
right now.
Right now, in this draft, right now.
Well, him coming in.
Yes, him coming in.
It's only one.
Flip. Are you taking him over Flip?
Yes.
Huh?
What? Kyle Filipowski.
Edie.
What?
We're going stat-wise, yeah, maybe, but...
I think Edie's a better player.
Thank you. Somebody has some common sense.
I don't
We're going
know.
Stat-wise,
Bro.
sure, but just
Edie.
as a...
As an overall player.
As an NBA
Higher
prospect,
ceiling?
I don't think so.
Are we talking about a player or a prospect?
As a prospect.
The prospect.
Like, we're drafting.
All right. Next one. Donovan Clingan.
Clinging.
I agree with you, Jeff. I'm not a fan of Zach Edey. I
you.
used to be.
Like now, like I'm not hating.
How did you
I'm
used
not
to be a
hating.
Zach Edey
No,
fan,
I'm not
but now
hating.
you're not?
So what I was saying is like this. So I didn't used to watch Zach Edey before. I used to just look at his numbers. I'm like, it's no way y'all say this dude is trash. Like, why is he not a top lottery pick? Like, nobody has him in the lottery. You heard me? So my thing is like this, right? I watched the game, the entire game, and I was watching it. I'm like, and I kept
40 ball he dropped?
Yeah, I saw the 40 ball, but it's like I kept
not buying that.
like listen, bro, listen. I call his moves every single time. I said, okay, he's gonna get to the post and he's gonna do a hook shot. And
It went in, didn't it?
but look though, you really think that's gonna work in the NBA?
No,
Why not?
it's not.
He's a liability.
No, you're acting like no.
Who is he moving
Okay,
in the NBA?
no, I will say no. I know what you're gonna say, and I will agree with you.
I'm not. He's a liability
in
on
a pick and
defense.
roll. Cool.
Yes, he does. He doesn't even know how to do a pick and roll. Like if he picks, he stops, and then he just slowly rolls and gets
Why
in
are we
the
acting like
post.
the G League doesn't exist? We can send him to the G League.
But
we don't need
Yeah, we
him.
acting like lottery picks aren't spending a year or two in the G League anyway right now.
No, let me go.
I'm
go
just
these
saying
prospects.
they don't have him even going in the lottery. And who said he was better than Mike Filipowski?
No, they have him going to the lottery
That was Mike.
to the Portland.
I said he's a better
Trailblazers.
basketball player. And when we're talking about prospects, yeah, Flip is better, but
T-John Shalon. You taking T-John Shalon or you taking Zach Edey?
I don't even know who that is.
I'm about
He's from France.
I don't know.
France? Give me the
Yeah.
American.
Give me Zach Edey.
Yeah, give me the American.
All right, Yusuf Messi from Baylor or Zach Edey?
Zach
Zach
Edey.
Edey.
Zach Edey.
Kel Ware or Zach Edey?
Zach Edey.
I like Ware. I ain't gonna lie.
I liked him coming. I liked him coming into college. Every time
He's
I
been
look
hooping.
at it, I'm not really.
He's been hooping.
He's been hooping a little bit, but not
I'ma
to the
still go-
point. Hey, when he came out of high school, he was supposed to be
He was supposed to be
that
him.
guy.
I'm gonna go Edie.
He's averaging 16 points,
I'ma
shooting
go
58
Edey.
from the field,
He got a little 3-ball to him too.
and he has a good 3-ball, shooting it at 42%.
How tall is he? 7'1".
7'1", 7'2", yeah. So who you taking?
Zach Edey.
All right, bro. I can't argue with this, fellas. I really can't.
He's proved to be a system in the college game.
We're gonna move on. We're gonna move along the road tide.
You forgot about DJ Burns. I'm taking DJ Burns over Zach Edey.
Respectfully.
Oh, speaking of DJ Burns, that's something I want to talk about. Y'all seeing he's getting some NFL looks.
NFL hype, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
why-
a lot of NFL scouts say he
tackle.
should go to tackle because he got good
right
feet.
after the Final Four.
Yeah,
and look, that's what you expect from Zach Edey.
They can do that.
Like Zach, yeah.
he could. yeah, he
What do you
could
mean he
switch.
can do that? Who's gonna stop him?
He can just go into the draft.
He would have a private workout. All NFL scouts coming.
Look,
right
how many
there.
years has he been in college?
He's
Five.
been 5 years. He's a graduate student.
Yeah.
So look,
No, because if you think about it, that used to be like a little pipeline that the NFL used to use before, like players like Antonio Gates, Tony Gonzalez,
Mo Alley Cox.
yeah, and even
Jimmy Graham?
I don't know if y'all know. Yeah, Jimmy Graham was one of them. I don't know if y'all know this guy. He used to play for the Cowboys. His name was Rico Gathers.
Yeah.
He played for Baylor. But it's like that's what like if they see like a big body and it's like that looks like an NFL body, they always gonna try to put him in the NFL, which I feel as though is unfair, especially if you play 4 years of college football and then somebody that just play college basketball get your opportunity.
Hey, but sometimes them boys go out there and they be playing football for real.
Man,
And here's my thing.
It's only been two NFL. It's only been two and a half.
You got a Hall of Famer in there.
You got 2 Hall of Fames.
Okay.
But I'm just saying.
So why not try it?
It's real.
You got a little 6th, 7th round pick. I don't care.
It's real.
Look, I was talking to Jalen about this. Jalen said, "Oh, you know, there's some HBCU guys that could go in the 6th or 7th round." So I looked at Jalen. I said, "Jalen, would you rather have Jeremy Musa or would you rather have DJ Burns at right tackle? You tell me." And he sat there and he tried to defend his argument for about 20 seconds. We sat there in silence, and he realized, like, why would I rather have Jeremy Musa, who I know is dog?
But he's a champion.
Bro,
Why would you
All right. Next game. Let's talk about the road.
Hold on, are you serious?
He's a champion.
Mike, are you serious?
Yes.
You're being like, you stop.
We're talking about him like he's just dog water.
Mike,
Hey,
reaching,
maybe
bro.
He is.
Hey,
If Jeremy Musa plays in the NFL next year, I don't know what I'll do.
some things don't change. No hair, same nonsense.
I don't think. No.
Same
I'm not
nonsense.
saying.
Look, the stripes on the zebra don't change.
Yeah.
I'm not saying Musa's a starter or even a backup quarterback.
He's not even a third string.
He's not. He might not even be practicing.
Jeremy Musa got kicked off the Vanderbilt team because he was so bad. You think he's gonna go play in the NFL?
I'm just
I don't
saying.
think you understand how bad Vanderbilt is.
Bro, and that's a Vanderbilt team who was losing every single game, including out of conference play.
I'm just saying. All
He couldn't even be on the team. He couldn't be rostered.
you getting off the
I'm saying
passionate.
is he had a 12
and that's-
He couldn't play at Hawaii.
He was
And
the
that's
quarterback.
off his team.
He was the quarterback of a 12-1 football team and won the national championship.
All right. Next
Ni
game.
hao.
Next game. Let's talk about Roll Tide.
Man, you talking about him playing against high school competition? Man, it's high school. It's
That
high
man Musa was throwing against me.
Now Alabama beat Clemson in the Elite Eight. Now they're in the Final Four for the first time in program history.
That get back.
For real?
That
First
get
time
back.
program history, yeah.
That get back.
First time.
I'll say what I said when we played UNC. You can never count out a team full of shooters.
You can't.
Don't get me wrong.
Alabama system for the longest.
It's like David against Goliath right now.
Ooh, I don't know about
Because
that.
UConn, I definitely.
Nah,
No, it is.
UConn.
UConn.
Let's see how much
It's one
UConn
of the
favor
more-
by.
I want-
11.5.
Alabama has a puncher chance though, just because they're
Because they can shoot the ball.
a really
yeah.
good shooting team.
But that
But
shot don't start
But
falling. It's
also,
going to be over with.
Oh, it's gonna be over
But
with.
also, remember, Jeff, we said it. They live and die by that 3.
That's what I'm saying. If the shot's not on, it's over with.
But that's how it is every game. Let's be brutally honest. It's
every-
and it got
but
you
every-
how it's intensified
That's
right
how
now.
it's been since Nate Oates has been the coach.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And then we, especially against UConn, it's going to be tough to score around the rim, obviously with Klingon there. So that shot has to fall this weekend or what? Yeah, this weekend.
And I don't think it's going to be hard for Grant Nelson to really take over like he did with the UNC game and the Clemson. It's going to be
Well,
really
Grant
hard
can
going
stretch the
against.
floor.
Exactly.
But it's going to be hard for him to really like operate. Now, we don't know if this is a test for Donovan Klingon to move his feet now.
You know what I'm saying?
My thing.
Go ahead.
My thing about Bama right now is the perimeter guys are probably about as healthy as they've been all season.
Mm-hmm.
And at this point in the season, the basket's starting to look a little bigger because you're in rhythm. Like, you've been in game form for the last 4 or 5 months. That's not the problem. I would say the biggest thing actually for Alabama right now is to see how healthy Nick Pringle is.
That
Because
too.
that's a really athletic guy, and they're going to need his paint presence, especially on the
think-
defensive end.
The biggest thing is you can't come out slow like you did against Clemson. If you come out slow against Clemson,
It's over.
Sears is going to need more than 8 threes in a row to come back.
It's grist.
But I'm hoping to see a good game. Even if we lose, I just don't want to see a blowout. I just want to see a good game.
So, question: who was the biggest disappointment so far in the tournament play?
Biggest disappointment?
Yeah,
Kentucky, right?
no.
Houston.
It's Kentucky.
It's got to be.
The only reason why Houston got out is because Buddy got hurt.
Bro, we was hooping. We was hooping too.
Oh yeah, I'll say
respectfully.
Kentucky. Then I'll say Kentucky. My fault.
Yeah.
I was hooping respectfully. Duke was hooping.
My team is Auburn.
I'll say Kentucky.
I see why, but
I mean,
Man.
But there's no way you can say Auburn was more disappointing than Kentucky.
Kentucky's like, who expects anything from Kentucky? Let's be for real.
You didn't expect them to lose to
everybody.
Oakland.
I do.
Why?
yeah.
Why didn't you? And they lost the St. Pete's 2 years ago. That was a 15 seed.
Completely
It's a
different the roster.
different season.
And you're like, surely they're not going to go in there and
The
get
only
trap
person
game
from
again.
that team is probably what, Antonio Reeves, maybe, that stayed there. Everybody else was gone after
You
that.
think it's surely they don't get trap gamed again?
Country just coming here talking, man.
Like, it's no way, Country, you thought Oakland was going to win that game.
I said that.
No, he literally said on the pod, like,
Oh.
I said
no, he did. Everybody here said Kentucky, but him.
I said I literally all the upsets I got correct.
And I said, let's be serious. He said, no, I'm being so serious.
Country, I apologize.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I said
I don't. Couldn't be talking, man. Couldn't didn't believe what he was saying. He trying to be different. He was trying to be the Skip Bayless of the show.
No. I wasn't mean. I kept saying the 4 and the 13 game was a little trap game. So I said Auburn might lose, and it was like, it's no way Auburn's defense is so amazing. I said, this reminds me of a game, Virginia versus UMBC. Did I or did I not say that?
No, he did say that.
I ain't trying to say smart.
No. He's literally saying everything he said. Like he's practicing what he's preaching right now. I can't lie.
Like literally all the upsets, I picked all the upsets correctly. Besides one.
Okay, Country, we get it.
Yeah,
Real fortune.
give me my flowers. Like I said, NC State was gonna win the national
I
championship.
ain't giving you nothing. You a Dallas Cowboy fan.
No, he said that too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
LSU
Mike, yeah,
fan.
you had that face, but Mike, no, he said that.
Oh yeah, I wasn't on that. But
Nah, you wasn't.
Yeah, he said that.
I said that. They was like, bruh, okay, you're. I'm like, all right.
NC State
Speaking of NC State, what y'all thoughts on that game? Duke versus NC State. What was your thoughts? I mean, I'll start. We're soft. Duke is soft.
Yeah, I think y'all were
first,
overwhelmed
Duke-
by physicality.
Yes, that's all
Yeah,
it was.
I feel like for Duke, we dropped off in physicality. Like we're soft.
He seems so
Y'all got all the
so
light skins on
optimistic.
y'all team.
But the thing,
Hey, we got Cooper Flag next year. Hey,
But the thing is, Duke has never been like a team where you like they was always dominant, but they was never a team that was like a hard nosed basketball team. Duke is.
I didn't think they were gonna make it this far. I will say that.
I
did
wasn't.
not think they were gonna make it
I
this
didn't think
far.
they
I had Duke versus.
I think a lot
wasn't.
of people, including Jeffrey, have their eggs in next year's basket. But
For sure.
I feel as if the college basketball scene is so different now with the transfer portal and just NIL.
And just
Don't
talk
get me-
about high school
I
basketball,
do have Duke
too.
as an early favorite. I'm gonna be honest. I have Duke as my early favorite to win it all next year.
Of course.
But I do
You
think.
can't have a recruit class like that next year and don't think they.
But I do
Jeff,
think
Jeff.
with anything possible and like just how the transfer portal is just like has evolved and how NIL is affecting the game. With how NIL and the transfer portal is just like really affecting college basketball, you never know because Alabama already hit the transfer portal for next year.
Yup.
And it's I don't know much about the guy. He came from Pepperdine.
Pepperdine.
Pepperdine?
Yeah, he was a good scorer for them. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. And I know.
But that
We
usually don't-
gonna need some scoring next year.
But that usually
Well, I mean,
don't translate.
I'm-
It don't usually
Sometimes.
translate
Seriously?
as much as it's supposed to.
I think with the players that are in the transfer portal and the players that have yet to enter the transfer portal, like I fully expect. I remember we were talking about in the group chat. I don't expect Bronny to stay.
Yeah, because USC got a new coach.
Yeah,
I don't want
expect-
Bronny.
I'm just saying though.
Y'all don't think Bronny's gonna stay at USC?
Also, I
There's a
think
new coach coming in.
Stojakovic, his son, the shooter.
Yeah.
I think that's a big because of how he plays.
Nah, I met Stojakovic and I hate.
I like with how his son playing. Like he's like just a shooter. Come on to Alabama. Come on down south, brother. We can get you where you need
Did
to be.
it? Kenan Carlisle hit the portal too?
Yep.
Wow.
It's a lot of it's like I think I saw reports like 42 Pac-12 players in
It's
the
a whole bunch of Stanford players in the port, and the boys can play. So
Yeah.
but specifically Stojakovic, come talk to me, brother. We can get some NIL situated for you. Come to FAMU. Come on down to FAM, brother.
Shoot,
Come be the
at this
starter
point, that's where
team.
Bronny gonna have to come.
Huh?
I said Bronny gonna have to come to fam.
Yeah, anyways.
I don't want to see Bronny on campus.
Why
Hey,
not?
guys, I'm Bronny.
Bro, this campus was going.
He talking about, all right, bro.
I mean, I'm part of that. I'm part of the people that go and say, I'd be like, oh, that's Bronny, my prince.
Bronny gonna dunk on you.
Did you just say what?
Anyways, let's get back on topic. Just what were y'all thoughts on the NC State game, NC State Duke game, just overall as a whole?
Like you said, physicality. I think that's the biggest thing. But I also feel like I'm not gonna say Shire wasn't invested in this team because of what he had coming next year. But I feel like he thinking like,
I think everybody looked ahead. I feel like
I
looked ahead.
And I also think don't quote me. I wouldn't be surprised if McCain came back for another year.
Nah, he's out of here.
Nah,
He's a lottery pick.
He gonna be a lottery pick regardless.
He was a 50. He shot 50%.
Yeah, I
50,
saw
50, 90.
Yeah.
50, 50, 90.
in the
So,
tournament.
Yeah,
I feel
he's
like,
gone.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I wouldn't be surprised if he stayed, but he can also raise his stock next year because next year
They need a guard.
They need a guard. That's what I'm saying. They need a guard.
I mean, we get that transfer portal.
And he making some bread in college.
No, he is.
Proctor,
I don't think he could raise his
But
I think he's at his ceiling right now.
And even then,
he
also
go
with the NIL, but he could also pull a
Jackson Dart.
no, not Jackson Dart. What's the Kentucky guard that was real nice that we thought was gonna leave his first year, but he stayed? Not at Kentucky, Duke.
Tyus Jones.
Jones.
Tyus Jones?
Yeah.
Trey Jones. It was Trey
No,
Jones.
Trey Jones.
Trey
Jones.
He didn't.
I mean, no, Tyus did the same thing too, though.
Tyus left.
Tyus left.
After that championship
Tyus
game,
left after one.
It was Trey.
Yeah, it was
Trey who
Trey.
stayed
Talking about Trey
long.
Jones.
It was Trey who stayed long.
Because
He only stayed the extra
Yeah.
year. He only stayed the extra year. But still, what I'm saying is,
It was his team then.
You're making money in NIL, so you're not necessarily pressed to go to the league.
But I look at
And
like
Jared making bank though.
I understand that, but next year's not gonna be his team.
But
it's
look,
not.
It's not.
But they need a guard next year.
Tyrese Proctor might come back.
He should
Jeremy
come
Roach
back.
might come back.
coming back?
He might. I wouldn't be
Proctor-
surprised.
Wait,
Tyrese
how old is
Proctor.
Jeremy Roach?
Jeremy
Jeremy Roach is a
Same
senior.
thing I said.
He's a senior.
Yeah.
He's a senior.
Same thing I
So next year
said.
he'll be a fifth year.
Yeah, he can come back for his
Golly,
fifth year if he wants to. Tyrese Proctor, he
needs
didn't
to come
do
back.
well. He
I've
might come back.
never liked Roach. I mean, he's good for what he is, but
What's up with the DMV hate, bro? He's a bucket.
my fault, bro. I'm sorry.
I mean, Jeremy Roach was a bucket. Now he's just a facilitator, and he's not a good
He's
facilitator.
good. He's good in his
at that.
role for what
Yeah.
he needs
Yeah.
to do.
He's inconsistent at his role.
Very much.
I don't think Proctor's coming back though.
Proctor.
He has to. He's been injured too much, and when he does play, he's very inconsistent.
That's real. Somebody go see the potential. I thought Black and
Yeah.
them should have came back and they left. So
Come on, Anthony Black.
yep.
Sure, some people just be leaving when they not even supposed to leave.
Nah, AB did the right thing.
But I would say like Duke's entire team is gonna look very different next year. Though.
Oh, they gonna have some trees out there next year.
Yeah, we
But,
running
but
it.
here's the thing though. Duke is reminding me a little bit of Kentucky this year. Because no.
Well, explain
All
yourself
right,
before I break it down. Explain
All right.
yourself. Yeah, let me hear your
All right,
explanation.
so we're gonna talk about this. Like Kentucky had a massive load
This year,
recruit
right?
class. Yeah,
All right.
I'm talking about the way we're previewing them. I'm not talking about them actually playing.
All right, I'm listening.
I'm talking about as far as like the recruiting class that they had, because Kentucky had an amazing recruiting class last year, and it's just identical to what Duke has this year. And then you got an unproven coach that hasn't really won anything.
He won the ACC tournament his first year.
I'm not.
let
gonna
alone
lie.
made it.
I don't think
Ma-
last year's Kentucky
Wait.
class is anything.
Are you saying Cal's unproven?
I'm not.
He's comparing the classes?
No, he's comparing classes.
And I'm
saying John Shire's not
and
proven
I'm
yet.
saying
I don't
I'm saying
see
John
one
Shire is
Cooper
not
flag.
proven yet.
I don't see
okay,
one
okay.
Cooper flag on that Kentucky recruiting class. Cooper flag is different.
At the same time, we was talking about them having DJ Wagner
I was never
something.
talking about DJ Wagner in that.
But we knew DJ Wagner was gonna his game compared to Rob Dillingham's game is like
night and day.
exactly.
Also, like I said, ain't a single Cooper flag from that Kentucky recruiting class. Let's go ahead and stop.
I mean, I'm talking about as far as like the recruiting nation. As far as like
Man, Cooper Flag took a team full of white kids from Maine to the
EYBL
final. I said, no way he's like this.
People be forgetting Maine is even a state.
Yeah,
Like, so let alone he took a team, but not a single black boy on the team.
And he,
I think there was one.
He went,
oh no, it was one little dude. He was short.
Country.
I think it was one.
Look, here's the thing. He about Mike's height, but like the thing about it is, bro, he took a bunch of white kids at Mike to the EYBL final.
And they had a chance to win.
Nah, for real.
Nah, I thought they won.
But
Yeah, I
the
thought
thing
they
is,
won.
they were
Nah,
playing
they won.
as a
They
team
won.
full of
They
the.
won.
They won.
No, they lost to the Boozer Twins.
No,
Yeah,
they lost earlier in the tournament.
They lost
earlier in
They
the
lost
tournament.
early.
No,
and
they
they
lost.
got the revenge.
Oh no, other way around.
Other way around. My bad.
they lost to the Boozer Twins.
My bad.
But my thing is, and they were running through teams full of the best players from around the country.
They weren't even close. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I get what you're saying. Like, oh, the hype.
Yeah, I'm just talking about the hype. I'm not talking about like.
rip, I'm gonna shut it. Unless Cooper Flag get hurt or he just say I'm not going to college. There's nobody in the ACC beating Duke next year.
But then at the same time, I just
Say it louder, brother.
Listen,
I say it again. There's nobody.
I'm gonna say this though. This is all I'm gonna say. I don't believe anybody's hype until they actually play their college game. Yeah,
Bro,
like no.
Cooper's gonna have that
Listen.
Zion, Jahlil, Okafor.
Cause look,
Listen.
everybody was talking about how much of a generational talent R.J. Barrett was, and R.J. Barrett in college.
I don't think people were saying it after
I think they were saying
after
about
Zion.
Zion.
Yeah,
I think they were saying about Zion.
They were saying it at first
Even
before
still,
Zion blew up.
RJ Barrett had a great college season.
RJ Barrett was
was okay.
Stevie Wonder going right.
And then R.J. Barrett was just jacking up shots, and it showed that he couldn't really play the game when they got into the NCAA tournament.
The RJ Barrett hype
He was a
died
shell
down
of
when
himself.
Zion started to blow up.
Definitely.
No, it died down after the Gonzaga game when we was in Maui, Hawaii. That's
I'm
when
talking
it
about
died.
just high school because you know at one point
Oh, yeah.
everybody was looking at RJ as like
Yeah.
the next coming because he was like dominating.
Because RJ was
Bird.
one. Wasn't RJ one?
RJ still finished with one. He still was the number one recruit,
Yeah.
and Zion was number two.
And
And then what's it called? And then Cam,
Kentucky.
and what's his name? Cam was number
Reddish?
3. Yeah, Cam Reddish was number 3.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, Kentucky's had these classes before.
Hey, man.
Talk about disappointment.
And my thing is, I don't really see John Shire as a dominant coach.
Bro, you don't really have to do much when you got
He's a good coach. I think he's just missing teaching physicality. I think we're just soft.
Duke has never had physicality.
We were known to not be lay down and be soft like we were this year.
2015 team.
We have not been soft. The only time we were soft was this year. Every other year, I could easily say we're not soft. We're missing something.
Yeah, y'all is soft when y'all got a boy that got his nails painted playing basketball.
Hey, he shot
like,
50, 50, 90.
I'm just saying.
Hey, he shot 50, 50, 90. But let's end it up, fellas. Who do we have Final Four? Move on to championship. Who do we have between Alabama and UConn? Let's start off there. Who do we got?
I got UConn.
UConn.
I got Alabama.
Yeah.
Y'all got Bama?
I got Alabama.
I'm a big
As a
Bama
fan,
but
I'm gonna say Bama, but who do I think is gonna win the game? UConn.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what I'm
as a
saying.
fan, I'm gonna say, woo, roll tide, rammer, jammer, yellow hammer. But real life, like basketball IQ, we have probably like a 20% chance of beating UConn.
I say you overlooking this Bama team. I think this Bama team could really beat UConn. Honestly, I'm not being different.
He said trying to be different.
He definitely trying to be different.
All right.
I get what you're saying though. Like I said, you can never count a team full of shooters.
You
but,
can't.
UConn's margin of victory is like 19 plus.
They ain't had a
And
tournament game.
They've only been down what off tip off. That was the first time ever tip off.
They ain't had a tournament game in within like 15 points the last 2 years.
Okay.
Now let's look-
I hear what you're saying.
I hope you're right, country.
Me too. I pray you right. If you right, I get you a whole thing of gumbo, whatever
All
you
right,
want.
we got that recorded. Now next game, NC State versus Purdue. Who we taking?
Got the immovable object versus the unstoppable force. That's what this is, bro.
I'm waiting to say that on podcast.
I have.
He been plowing on that line.
Yep. Give me the system, bro.
I like NC State.
Zach Edey, bro. They not stopping.
Give me Big Edie, man.
I like NC State.
Edie going on his championship run. They were talking
You
about
with me, country?
You already know where I'm going. I'm going
All
to
right.
State.
That's what I like to hear.
Like Edie, man. Edie on a mission, man. He been listening to the podcast. He been listening to
Jeff
man.
hate, bro. What?
Like, yeah,
Keep
I'm-
listening.
Nah, here's my thing, Jeff. What more does he have to like? What does he have to do?
Show that he
When
can
that-
move.
Show they can move. Show he has a bag.
So what if he wins the Natty?
Bro, he doesn't have a
What are you gonna say?
have
I'm still
footwork.
talking. Let's see in the NBA. I'm
Bro.
like, it doesn't end. It doesn't end.
You know what
I'm
he
not.
reminds me
Bro,
Yes,
that's the only thing you can
He's
be,
gonna win
bro.
a championship.
You just see the man drop 40 and 16 in the
Jeff,
Elite Eight.
Hey Jeff,
What's up?
you watch basketball a lot.
Yes.
Don't he remind you? He remind you of two plays. It was one dude that played for Gonzaga. No, it was dude that played for Duke. Ryan Kelly.
Ryan Kelly?
And
You talking about Ryan Young?
No, Ryan Kelly.
What year was this?
2010.
Yeah, I wouldn't know. I was too young for
Oh,
that.
dying. Or he remind me of little Tyler Hansborough. You feel?
Oh
me?
yeah, I know that is.
Like
I know that is.
he just a
He's play for UNC, right?
yes, and he just a college. He just good in college, and he will not suffice to anything in the NFL. I say in the NFL, in the NBA, because his game is very one dimensional. And if you have a one dimensional game in college, it's easy to stop. Especially if your move is back down,
Hook or drop step.
It's not really even a drop step.
Well, I'm just saying, those are his one or two moves. That's it. That's what he's gonna give you.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna tell you just like this: if he gets the ball on the right key, he's gonna do a hook. If he gets it on the left key, he's gonna do a drop step.
Exactly.
That's it.
So you guys think that no team in the tournament has
Nobody has the
figured this
size.
out?
Nobody has the size to stop him.
Nobody has a 7'4" guy. If they
So what if
did,
they-
it would have been over with.
What if they play UConn and he makes
Clingan is locking that up.
and he makes Clingan look?
Clingan is locking that up.
What happens?
I'm sorry.
What happens then?
He's locking that up.
Okay, I'm a fan of Clingan, but I'm just saying, give you a what if scenario.
Now let's have some NBA fellas. The number one seed in the West is hot. You have teams like the OKC Thunder, country.
Hey.
We have the Timberwolves and the Nuggets. Who do you have finishing as the number one seed and why? Start off with you, country.
I'm gonna say Denver. They got an easier road to get the 1 seed, but if they want it, and right behind them is OKC. But Minnesota has to play at least three of the 5, and how do you say this? The 3 to the 5 seed.
Yeah.
In the West, they still got to play 3 of those teams. And then the way the West is looking, it's just like it's really up for grabs at this point. And it's only 2 teams that's clinched so far, and that's OKC and
3 teams.
Who just clinched? Minnesota clinched?
Yeah, Minnesota's clinched.
Okay, so 3 teams that just clinched, and that's Minnesota,
Denver.
OKC, and Denver. And it's like Minnesota still got to play everybody that's slated to be in the playoffs, while OKC still got a little bit of East competition left over.
Yeah, I agree with country pretty much for the same reason. Denver, first of all, I just think they're a better team, especially once playoff basketball kind of starts getting played. They have some pretty easy teams on their schedule. They got the Spurs tonight, so that's Tuesday night when we're recording this. They got the Spurs again later in the week, but then they also have the Jazz, the Hawks, facing the Grizzlies. That should be some food for them. Unless they just decide to rest some of their guys because they feel like they don't really need to get the 1 seed. I think Denver's gonna get it.
So I'm gonna tell you OKC's last 8 games.
I think OKC might get it. I was just gonna say it. They play Philly. That could be a winner or loss. They play Boston, but Boston's not gonna play nobody because they already locked up the 1 seed.
Yeah.
Then they have the Pacers, Charlotte, Sacktown. They have San Antonio, Milwaukee. They're gonna sit, and then you have Dallas.
Who's gonna play their players?
Exactly. I think the Thunder can come out.
I'm not gonna lie. That stretch of games look like OKC's gonna go 5-3.
That's what I'm saying. They could
But then let's switch the tables over to Denver.
Okay.
Let me pull up their schedule real quick.
They got San Antonio, then they got the Clippers, then they got the Hawks, then Utah, then Minnesota, then San Antonio again, and then they finish off with Memphis.
So you don't think that they're only gonna lose one of those games? That's what I'm saying. They have the easiest road.
I thought they're only a half game back.
The thing is though, I think San Antonio might just play for pride. Clippers have to figure out some stuff as well because they are, as Ty Lue said, soft. So they have to figure some stuff before they go in the playoffs. And then San Antonio might just do it again, like play them hard again just to get a win. I think San Antonio at this point is playing for pride.
But then now let's go to Minnesota, who has teams that are playing for something. They playing against the Rockets.
They losing.
I believe so because the Rockets need that. They trying to get to that 10th.
We got again. We're gonna talk about that later.
And then you got the Raptors. That's a win. Then you got the Suns who are fighting not to be in the play-in game because I think the Suns are right now 7th.
Yeah.
And you got
Lakers.
The Lakers, the Wizards. That's a win. Then you got the Nuggets who's trying to get that 1 seed. Then you got the Hawks who's still fighting for a playoff contention. Then you got the Suns. So I'll literally see them win at least like three of those games.
Mike, what you think?
I think the Thunder are going to lock up the 1 seed, and I think they don't want to play the Suns because the Suns are looking like they're going to be the 7th seed.
But the Suns haven't beat the Thunder all year.
Correct, but still, this is the Thunder's first time in the playoffs, as, a legit team because before, Chris Paul was there, Shea was the number 2 guy, maybe number 3 guy because Dort had
Shea was definitely number 1, but I'll let you have that.
When Chris Paul was there?
Yeah, he was definitely number 1.
Okay. Like I was saying, I think the Suns will probably beat the Kings in the playing game, and I just don't think a young Thunder team will play well against a Phoenix Suns team that, obviously has KD, Devin Booker, who's been there and done this for multiple years now. So I just think the Thunder will, look at that and say, yeah, we would rather play, the Kings or the Lakers or the Warriors in the first round. Well, not even the Lakers. If the Lakers get the 8th seed, yeah, I think the Thunder are probably going to get bounced in the first round.
You think that?
Yeah.
You feel that highly on the Lakers?
Yeah.
Okay,
I don't think the Lakers will go far, but I think the Thunder, I like the Thunder. I think they're a good team, but
is it because we young?
Yeah, I think that's the main reason why.
That's the only thing.
But it's like we're young, but we're very experienced because the only person on that team that hasn't had playoff experience is that's on the starter is just
Chet.
Yeah.
Are you considering the playoff experience?
Not necessarily because we really didn't have a team to compete for the playoffs. You feel me? We was a okay team.
Yeah.
But we wasn't a good team. We didn't have everything together yet. We had Jay Will as our 5 and he was only like 6'6".
Yeah, but if I'm the Thunder, bro, I would want to see the Kings in the first round. That'd be my team.
Honestly, I don't know who I would want to see in the first round. As long like the team that I feel as though is our best matchup is actually the Lakers.
Oh, I don't know if Chet AD matchup.
That could get shiesty really quick.
But the thing is, at the same time, can you trust AD in the playoffs?
Yes.
Or what?
Over Chet?
I'm talking about as far as like, can he stay healthy? Like,
Anthony Davis has played what? Like,
bro,
this
country,
stat
I
just
want
came
y'all to
out.
realize.
Anthony Davis ain't been hurt in a long time.
Talking, bro.
Bro, what?
Anthony Davis, what? Hasn't he played every game this season?
no.
Something like that.
Like, I think
He's played a lot of games.
He might have only missed. I think he's only missed 1 game this season. Can you trust Anthony Davis?
No,
because
So Lakers and Suns play. Lakers Thunder play first round. Who you picking?
Lakers and Thunder.
Yeah.
I'm taking the
I'm
Thunder.
taking the Thunder.
Okay.
I love Bron. Bron's my GOAT, but I'm taking the
This
Thunder.
has nothing to do with Bron.
It has a lot to do with
I hope that happens. We gonna make a lot of bets.
that's
We gonna make a lot of bets.
So that's the only reason why I would even be scared to play against the Lakers is because it's
LeBron and AD?
Yeah. I'm not really too much worried about AD. I'm more so worried about LeBron.
So we're gonna act like that Nuggets series. AD wasn't up and down, let alone D'Lo.
He was.
We're not gonna act like it didn't happen.
But
We're not gonna act
Jokic. Chet is not Jokic.
We're not
At
gonna.
all,
We're not.
bro.
Chet is not Jokic
At all.
We're not gonna act like AD. Y'all taking AD because of what he did in the bubble.
What?
I'm taking AD because of what he's done since 2012.
That's what I'm saying. Like, people try to discredit AD because, injury
I'm
prone.
discrediting AD.
Why?
He hasn't really proved anything.
He's
since
a
that
champion.
2020.
Y'all gotta stop discrediting champions.
Bro, you keep talking about that Mickey Mouse ring, bro. Nobody cares about
Nah,
that.
that ain't what
bro.
Mickey Mouse. Now let me hop in.
Let's
No,
stop
that-
it.
That was not no Mickey Mouse.
Let's stop. Oh, yeah, come on now.
Let's stop that.
We not stopping.
Because if the Thunder would have won,
Exactly.
you would have took it all the way with you, right?
I would have.
All right. So it ends right there.
But the Thunder didn't
There's
win,
no
so
but.
I'm not taking it.
There's no but.
It's
There's
still
no
Mickey
but,
Mouse.
buddy.
Next topic.
There's no but.
Mickey Mouse Clubhouse ring.
Next question, you guys, is do you think the Golden State Warriors gonna make it in the play-in?
No.
Yeah.
No.
No. I say no.
You can never count a Steph Curry.
But you
And
could.
they're on a 4-game win streak, and they're like they're like 3 games ahead.
2 games.
Two games. My fault.
You can never count a Steph Curry led team. The play-in, I don't think it's actually.
So look though, they
This
got.
would end off with Dallas, Houston, Dallas, Utah, Lakers, Portland, Pelicans, and Jazz.
That's not nothing crazy. But
what?
That's not an outlandish stretch.
It
It's
is.
not, bro. They're gonna beat the Jazz both times. They're gonna beat the Blazers. They're gonna
what?
beat the Pelicans.
They gonna beat the Rockets. I say it. They'll beat the Rockets.
No, they not.
They gonna beat the Rockets.
No, they're
I
not.
say it.
We just came off 11-game win streak. Luka had to drop 47 just to end it. I'm not hearing that.
Bro, Luka drops 47 on any given night. It's not like y'all.
No,
he just did that so he could beat
no,
y'all light.
no. The Rockets making a play-in, bro. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm not gonna lie. The Rockets kind of got like a little schedule.
They do.
Yeah.
They have Minnesota. Then they have Golden State.
Lost.
Then they have Miami.
Lost.
Then they have Dallas.
Lost.
They got Orlando. We winning.
Y'all not. Y'all
We winning.
Bro, what happened to
Hold
opening
on.
day? No.
Opening day is a different story.
No, it's
Opening
not.
day.
No, it's
this
not.
is not a day. This is a whole new team, man.
Y'all-
This is a whole new team. No,
This is
new
bad.
identity.
We will see y'all next
I
year.
don't even think y'all made any trades.
Grizzlies. I know we're not talking.
Jeff, we've been over
Grizzlies.
this. Jeff, we've been over this.
Grizzlies. I know you're not talking.
We are injured.
I'm about to
I'm
say,
not
if they
hearing
had
that.
John Morant, y'all wouldn't even be right there.
Yes, we would.
Jeff.
Yes, we would. We went on a 7-game win streak
y'all
without
record right
Sengun. Without to get to that 11.
The
Because
Grizzlies
the
are
first four
25
was
right.
with
Top
Sengun.
five.
After that, all of them was with JG, Jalen Green. We look great.
So,
Jeff,
do y'all think y'all gonna? Where do you think y'all gonna be next year? Because I'm not worried about this year. Y'all, because you got the Grizzlies getting back healthy.
We gotta be
Spurs,
5th seed.
A Wemby leap.
We got to be 5th seed.
So we're not talking about. We're not worried about the Spurs.
Fifth.
I would make a bet that the Spurs will be better than the Rockets next year.
What? What?
Did I stutter?
Keldon Johnson flopped. That what? They don't have a point guard. All they have is Wemby,
And
Stop
whatever
right,
pick.
stop right there. That's all you
Wemby,
need.
and Devin Vassell. Devin
all you
Vassell's been coming on as of late.
And
That's
the pick this
it.
year. And the pick this year.
They have
Exactly.
Wemby.
But they had to plan on them picks to hit and actually perform.
Yeah.
Let's say they draft.
Come on now.
Let's say they draft Rob Dillingham.
He got a hit. He got a hit like he did in Kentucky.
What makes you think he won't hit?
I'm just saying he had some players might not have the brightest first year. They might not.
It's always hard for guards to have a good first year.
That's what I'm saying. He got a hit.
They playing whoever offense on whoever Rob's guarding. They going right at Rob.
So that's what I'm
He gonna
saying.
have
48
Wemby- He
minutes.
gonna have Wemby back there. They gonna be straight.
The Rockets bare minimum fifth to 7th seed. Bare minimum next year. Bare minimum.
Huh?
Yes.
I think they're a playing team if anything.
5th seed through the 7th seed. Bare minimum. That's the bare minimum.
Playing team at best. I got them 7.
So what do you have the Grizzlies next year?
What? Come on, bro. What type of question is that?
What do you have?
I got them in top 5. Top 5 seeds.
Yeah.
So who do y'all have dropping out?
The Suns.
Suns. Possibly the Pelicans.
How do y'all have the
No,
Suns dropping out? They're gonna stop Kevin Durant and Devin Booker.
I don't think the Suns. They don't have enough. They don't have enough depth.
Yeah, you said it right.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they don't have enough, and it's
They
shown
don't.
all season. Like they get fatigue at the end of games. The Pelicans, I can see.
I think the Clippers fall out too because PG's on his last year deal.
Yeah.
And he might not come back.
I think PG's gonna come back, but I just feel as though their age is starting to catch up to them, and also too, I think not the Suns, the Nuggets might start taking a decline.
They not falling out of the top.
Nah. I'm
Yeah,
not.
that's where we end the show.
No.
That's where we end the show, man.
His takes be worse than
No,
mine, bro.
what I'm saying is I'm saying I'm saying the Grizzlies gonna be moving ahead of the Nuggets. That's what I'm saying.
What? I'm sorry. Is Jokic falling off a cliff?
Jokic rolls over and then went
over the
50
Nuggets.
I didn't know Jokic was retiring next year.
Jokic rolled over and then went
Like,
50
yeah,
games,
Jokic
bro.
going.
He finna be horse racing.
Yeah.
You got an inside scoop? We don't know.
Source country.
Y'all missing what I'm saying. Like y'all see how the Thunder and the Timberwolves like just getting to that hump where they supposed to belong now.
They there.
I mean, yeah, they're there, but I'm saying that's gonna be the Grizzlies next year.
Neither one of them teams are winning more than 2 games against the Nuggets.
that too.
Like, I don't care what they're doing about regular season. The Thunder are not equipped to beat the Nuggets right now. Neither are the Timberwolves. They have no answer for Jokic. It all comes down to Jokic. It's about who has the best player when the playoffs come.
And
all that
matchups.
stuff that the Thunder is doing right in matchups.
And I would say
all that stuff that the Thunder and the Timberwolves are doing is cool right now, but they don't match up well with the Nuggets.
And then when we forget, Jamal Murray elevates his game in the playoffs.
You feel me?
For sure.
And like the Nuggets is the most complete team, are the most complete team in the West.
Absolutely.
So
basketball.
But we're talking talking about seeding wise. We're not talking about like I didn't say this.
What,
I didn't say the
the
Grizzlies.
Nuggets are what seed now?
They're two.
Second
and only by half a game.
by half a game.
So that means off rip, the Timberwolves are three. So that's a second round matchup. Timberwolves going home. It depends on who OKC match up with. They're probably not gonna make it past the second round because they're young. So I love
OKC.
SGA. I love
OKC has been here. OKC has been here before. Remember? Yes, we have.
Where? When?
What do you mean? What are y'all?
When did y'all make the
12?
playoffs?
With KD?
With KD when we was that young.
This is
no.
We gotta go.
All right.
this
wait,
concludes.
Wait,
No way, I was trolling.
Wait. Cause y'all, I get what y'all saying, but it's the wall. It's written all over the walls again. Cause when we was this young, when we had KD and Westbrook,
Them boys laughing back there.
I mean, bro, laugh all you want, but I'm telling the truth. You heard?
Where's your KD right now, country?
SGA.
Who's your KD?
SGA.
Who?
SGA.
Who's your rest?
Who's the rest?
Stop waiting.
Who's the rest? Because I give you Harden, J Dub, but who the rest?
I'm
Yeah.
And SGA and KD is even a question. Let
them have it.
But what I'm saying is like we got a potential MVP on the team.
Y'all are about 2 years away from actually competing.
I mean that's what
Y'all have the
no,
team
but look
now.
though, a lot of people. That's what a lot of people said, and we still made it to the finals. Yeah,
When?
in 2011.
Oh, okay, cool. That was 13 years ago.
I understand. I understand, but I'm saying it's the same writing that's on the wall. Like the year before we got there, and then now. Hey, listen, call my takes wild as you want to, buddy.
You and Trimmer neck and neck. I ain't gonna lie. But this concludes halftime with the Playmakers. Now we're finna get to my favorite part, the shout-outs. I'll start off. I want to first thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ for everything He done for me as a whole and for my family. Shout out to the guys in the studio for y'all takes and y'all reckless takes at that. Shout out to the family back home. Shout out to the friends back home as well. And let's keep pushing positivity. Keep pushing consistency, fellas.
Yes, sir. I want to thank my Lord and Savior. You know, without Him, we wouldn't be able to do what we do every day, do what we love. So I just got to give thanks to Him. Got to give thanks to the guys, family, of course, you know, for pushing me to be great.
What else? Missing one more thing. Come on, man. I'm looking out for you.
Come on, bro.
Big Sigma in the building.
Yes, sir, ski, man. Yes, sir, ski. Yeah, 30 next year, the spring 2024.
Look at him. He wanted some.
He trying to be so cool.
He
Trying to be cool.
He's trying to be cool.
Trying to be player.
Oh,
Okay.
what I forget? Oh, okay, yeah. Shout out to the rest of the guys in the studio. Feeling great. Had a great time in here today. Shout out to the fam, but especially to my sister, new initiate, number 44 on that new AKA line.
Oh.
Also, shout out to the rest of them AKAs.
Number 44.
Holla at me.
You said number 44? All right, bro. Yeah. Shout out to y'all boys, man. Shout out to my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to WANM. Shout out to the person whoever made Red Bull. Shout out to them. They be getting me through the week. So shout out to y'all. And yeah, man, I feel good to be back. Second episode, locked and loaded.
Is this your farewell tour?
What are you talking about?
Or are you going to be back next semester?
Yeah, probably. It's college football season.
Man, I just
I
want to
can't wait for college football season.
Me either. Easy money.
I want to give a shout out to everybody, man. Just thank everybody for just giving me this opportunity where I'm at right now. And you know, again, shout out to Trim, new initiator D9, and just showing love to everybody. And also too, shout out to the new AKAs, especially the ones in J School. And you know, shout out to Austin, shout out to Trim, shout out to Jel, shout out to Tristan, shout out to me, shout out to everybody in the building. Shout out to Terrence, man. We love y'all and thank y'all so much.
Halftime with the Playmakers is produced in the studios of WANM-FM 90.5 in the School of Journalism and Graphic Communication at Florida A&M University.